Alright guys, we're back with the second game of this doubleheader. Here comes Lenny Dykstra. I've got to make sure I put my hat on, and there we go. Dykstra comes into this game hitting 356 at a great first game of the doubleheader. Let's see what he can do now today. The Mets now 6 games behind the Dodgers, and we're doing a little bit better. A win here would go a long way. Dykstra, first pitch swing, hits it over to third base. It's going to be throw to first base from Demeter, and Severs grabs that one on the hop, one away. Art Mahaffey on the mound here for the Phillies. 4-8 his record with a 4.33 ERA. He'll be against Dwight Gooden. Mookie takes the ball inside, 1-0. And so you would think that this is the sort of game that we could win or do well in. 1-1 pitch is hit over to right and deep, but is playable for Callison. 2 away, and here comes Keith Hernandez. Hernandez hitting 348, takes the ball outside. So it's been between Dykstra and Hernandez for this batting title, I believe, for the most part. 1-1 the count as he fouls that away. Both men hitting very well. Ball outside to Keith, 2-1. Fouled away. It's 2-2 now on Hernandez. Blasted to right but foul. And this is fouled away, so it remains 2-2 here on Keith. And that's a foul ball right behind the plate. Remains 2-2. There's ball 3 way inside. Full count now on Hernandez. That's blasted over to right field, right center field. Boy, that one is gone. Over the scoreboard, 463 feet away. Third home run of the season for Hernandez, and that makes this a 1-0 game here at top of the first inning. So the Mets come out really racing here at the top of the first. And with Gooden on the mound, you'd hope that this would last us a little while and do as good. Here comes Strawberry, hitting 302. And he fists this one over to left field foul. Went with that pitch, 0-1. 8:42 p.m. start, which is kind of odd because the last game went past 9. There's a ball low, 1-2 the count. I mean, they try. This is a hit over to center that's going to hold up, and Gonzalez makes the catch for the out, and that'll do it. So we go to the bottom of the first inning, and the score now: Mets 1, Phillies nothing. Here comes Ted Savage against Dr. K. First pitch low, 1-0. Fouled away, 1-1. This is hit over to the right side and foul. Gooden, not quite the pitcher he was in '85, of course. 4-5 his record, 3.03 the ERA, 58 strikeouts, but against 32 walks, giving up 31 runs. There's a little pop-up to the left side. It's going to be Mitchell, the shortstop, grabbing that for the out, 1 away. Johnny Callison up now. We decided to start Kevin Mitchell at short because of Santana's problems at the plate. There's a ball low to Callison. And it's another pop-up, and this time it's going to be Ray Nightshade taking charge. He's got it for the out, 2 away. I wanted to start Howard Johnson, but then I realized he's injured. Here's Don Demeter, hits a ground ball over to Knight. That's hit very slowly. He had to wait on that one and throws to first in time for the out. Thank goodness. We go now to the top of the second inning, and the Mets have a 1-0 lead. Here comes Gary Carter. Carter has 10 home runs leading the Mets, hitting 258. This is hit over to left. That'll be a base hit. That falls right in front of the left fielder. That's Savage out there. And that'll bring up Ray Knight with nobody out. He takes a ball, or strike high, very high strike, 0-1. And swings at that one that was low and inside, 0-2. A little bit anxious with Ray. Foul back, still 0-2. As blooped, fisted really over to right field, and it holds up there. Callison makes the catch. There's 1 away. Here now Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell takes a strike, 0-1, hitting 114. As fouled away, it's 0-2 now on Kevin. That's hit over to center field. It's going to fall in there for a base hit. Carter moves to second. And so Kevin Mitchell's starting to get it done, and that's what we needed from that shortstop position. That'll bring up Wally Backman with only 1 out. I guess we'll have him swing away, and he rewards us with a base hit punched over to left field. Carter, not a fast runner. The throw would have beaten him. So we hold Carter at third. And that loads him up here for Dr. K. And the question is, well, what do? Do you bunt? Do you call a squeeze play? Let's give that a try, see what happens. And there's the bunt, and it's a line drive bunt, and Carter is caught napping off of third base. So that didn't work so well for us. And with that, we go now to the bottom of the second inning. And the Mets had a real unfortunate time of it there in the top of the second. Oh, no runs come out of that. Here comes Tony Gonzalez, and he lines one back to Gooden, and Gooden nabs that for the out, one away. Roy Seaver's up there now. And he takes a ball outside, 1-0. There's another fastball outside, 2-0. Those were right off the corner. There's a strike at the knees, 2-1. Boy, that one almost got away from him. That was fouled away. There was a curve that broke very high. And there was strike 3. There you have the umpire shriek, the fatal bellman, which gives the sternest good night. And, yeah, that was it. The fatal bellman did indeed ring him up. Here now is Bob Oldest, who fouls one away, 0-1. And there's a ball low, 1-1. High and inside, 2-1. That was out of the zone. Fisted over to right, that's foul. So it's going to be 2-2 here on Oldest, I'm sorry. Ground ball over to first, and Hernandez fields that, flips over to Gooden for the out. That'll do it for the Phillies in the second. We go to the top of the third inning, and it's still a 1-0 lead for the Mets. Here comes Lenny again. Dykstra 0 for 1 today. It's a ball low, 1-0. 354. Low again, 2-0. He's got 33 stolen bases. And he knows how to set the table. 3-0 the count. There's a strike down the middle. It's 3-1. Another strike. Full count now on Lenny. Hits this one over to short, and it's well played over there by Wine, who throws to first, 1 away, and here comes Mookie. Mookie, the other table setter, takes a ball inside, 1-0. There's a ball low, 2-0. I'm sure that purists will say I should be hitting Backman second, and I probably should. Line drive, Seavers reaches out and grabs that, 2 away, and here comes Hernandez. 1 for 1 with that home run, and he fouls 1 away. 0-1 on Keith. And there's a ball inside, 1-1. High, 2-1. And it's going to be popped up. It's going to be the second baseman, Taylor, making that catch for the out. That'll do it for the Mets in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Still a 1-0 lead for New York. Here comes Tony Taylor. Up against Dwight Gooden. There's a strike to Taylor, 0-1. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Well, how did that one miss? 1-2. That looked like that was a perfect curve. That curve was good, and it was fouled away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he chased that bad changeup. So it's second strikeout for Gooden. 1 away. Here comes Wine. Bobby takes the ball outside. 1-0. There's a little ground ball back to Gooden, who throws to first for the out. 2 away, and that'll bring up Art Mahaffey, the pitcher. Hitting .231, takes a ball low and outside. And there's a ball low, 2-0. There's a fastball low, it's 3-0. And there's a strike, 3-1 the count. We're being a little bit too cute with their pitchers. 3-2, it's a full count now on Mahaffey. And that's hit over to center. Dykstra goes back on that one and grabs it for the out. 3 up, 3 down for the Phillies. We go to the top of the fourth inning. It's still 1-0 Mets. Here comes Darryl. Strawberry takes the ball high. 1-0. 0 for 1 today. That's a curve low, 2-0. Hitting 300 on the dot. Swing and a miss. That's 301. Swings like that don't make him look like 300, but that one looks a little bit better. Ground ball over to first. Strawberry can't quite beat it out. It was a good play there by Seavers, who flipped over to Mahaffey. 1 away. Here comes Gary Carter. And Carter hits one over to the left side, and it's Wine making that play, going to first. 2 away, and it's Ray Knight now. Knight takes the ball low, 1-0. Hitting .297, crawling his way back up. There's a strike, 1-1. And a ball low, 2-1 now. That was in his wheelhouse. It was popped up over to left, and that's going to be Savage making that catch for the out. So we will go now to the bottom of the fourth inning, and the Mets continue to have a 1-0 lead. Ted Savage comes up, and that's a ball low, 1-0 to Ted. Changeup low, 2-0. And there's ball 3 outside. Then a strike, 3-1. It's hit on a line but foul to right field. Foul ball, full count. Lined up the middle and through, and so that's a base hit for Savage. And Backman couldn't quite reach that one. That's the first hit of the game for the Phillies, and their first base runner. Here comes Johnny Callison. Callison looking to bunt, bunts one back, 0-1. And there goes Savage. The throw to second is not in time, high and wide of the mark. 7th steal of the season for Savage. There's a 1-1 count now on Callison. Takes the ball inside, it's 2-1. Fouls one away, 2-2. It's hit on a line over to left, and Wilson's got that for the out, 1 away. Almost threw wildly there to the cutoff man, but he made the play. Swing and a miss here by Don Demeter, 0-1. Fastball high, 1-1. Pop up, and who's it going to be? It'll be Hernandez making that catch for the out. 2 away, here comes Tony Gonzalez. And he takes a fastball low, 1-0. There's a ball low, 2-0. And a fastball inside, 3-0. Gooden all over the place, and there's ball 4. So Gooden has struck out 2, walked 1, 33rd walk of the season. Up is Roy Sievers, who takes a ball inside. Then fouls 1 away, 1-1. Gooden just drives me nuts with these bases on balls. There's a pop-up, and Hernandez might have a play. I think it's out of play. And no, he catches it for the out right next to the stands. And so we will go now to the top of the 5th inning. The Mets still clinging to a 1-0 lead. Here comes Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell takes a ball inside. He has a hit, so he's 1 for 1. And then takes the ball outside, 2-0. Blasted to right, that's another hit. I had a feeling he was going to be due. So Mitchell does a good piece of hitting, and that'll bring up Wally Backman. And I think now it's time for Backman's specialty, and there's the bunt. It goes straight out in front. Mitchell over at second base by the time that the fit pitcher Mahaffey fields that, throws over to first. And that puts a runner on in scoring position with 1 out for the Mets. Here comes Dr. K. Takes the ball outside, 1-0. And a strike, 1-1. That's high, 2-1. Hit over to center, that's going to hold up. Unfortunately, Gonzalez makes that catch for the out. Mitchell not fast enough to move up, so 2 away. And here comes Dykstra. And there's a throw to second, safe. Mitchell not going anywhere. Pitch into Dykstra finally, and there's a ground ball to the right side. It's the first baseman Sievers who fields that and flips over to Mahaffey covering at the bag for the out. We go now to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's well, let's see here. It's a 1-0 lead still for the Mets. There we go. And this will bring up Bob Oldis for the Phils. He fouls 1 away to the left side. 0-1 the count. Only 1 hit for the Phillies so far. Ball low, 1-1. And that's fouled away. 1-2 the count. Inside, 2-2. Has low, full count now on Oldis. Ground ball to Mitchell, who throws to first for the out, and there's 1 away. Tony Taylor up there now. And he'll foul 1 away. 0-1 is the count. Taylor today 0 for 1, hitting .231. Phillies not hitting all that well. Ball outside, 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2 the count. That ball outside looked like it was over the plate. Swing and a miss, down goes Taylor. So 2 away, 3rd strikeout for Dwight. Here comes Bobby Wine. Wine hits a little comebacker to Gooden, who throws to first for the out, and that was an easy 5th inning for Dwight. We'll go now to the top of the 6th inning. It's a 1-0 lead still for New York, and here comes Mookie. Ball inside, 1-0. And that's a strike at the knees. Wilson hitting .308, still kind of hovering up there. Fouls 1 away, it's 1-2 now on Mookie. He was out in front of that one, hits it over to right field, but that's playable there for Callison, 1 away. Up is Keith Hernandez. Hernandez hitting .350, had that big home run earlier today, the only run for the Mets. Fouls 1 away, 0-1. Hits this over to the right side, but foul. It's going to be 0-2 on Keith. No play for Callison there. And that's outside, 1-2 on Keith. Outside and low, 2-2. And swing and a miss. He struck at ball 3, or swung at ball 3, I mean, and strikes out. 2 away. First strikeout for Mahaffey, and here comes the strikeout machine, Darryl Strawberry. Takes the ball low. Strawberry now hitting .298, so he's slumping a little bit. There's a ball high, 2-0 the count. And boy, he wraps that one up the middle. I tell you, sometimes I feel like Darryl can hear what I'm saying. Gets the base hit, and that'll bring up Carter. And here's Strawberry who can run, and he does run, and he's got this base stolen easily. 10th steal of the season. So the Mets pulling a page out of the book of the 85 Cardinals. Carter now with the runner on at second. Swings and misses at this one. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss again, 1-2. Carter hitting only .261 in a slump. There's a ground ball over to short, and that's going to be fielded cleanly there by the shortstop Wine, who goes to first for the out. We'll go now to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's a 1-0 lead still for the Mets. Here's Art Mahaffey, the pitcher. It's a foul ball to the right side, out of play, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. There's strike 3, down he goes. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. One away, here's Ted Savage. Ball low and inside. And another one low, 2-0. There is a strike to Savage, 2-1. Savage hitting 297. And he fouls one away, 2-2. I think Gooden here, the real Savage. Let's see what he comes in. And nope, that's hit over to center. It's Dykstra who makes this catch, though, for the out, 2 away, and that'll bring up Johnny Callison. Callison is 0 for 2. Lined out to Wilson on left the first time up. Takes the ball. 285 is average, 10 home runs. Ground ball over to second, and it's Backman who fields that and throws to first. And we go to the top of the 7th inning. And the Mets continue to have the 1-0 lead. This has been a close game. It's been a fast game. Here's Ray Knight. Fouls one away, 0-1. That's a ball low. 1-1 now, the count on Knight. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2. Backdoor slider, good pitch. And boy, they call that strike 3 way on the inside corner. I'm not sure about that call, so Knight goes down. Second strike up for Mahaffey, and here comes Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell takes a strike. He's 2 for 2 today. Good time to start him. There's a ball outside, 1-1. His defense is questionable, but his offense not so much. Fouled away, it's 1-2 on Kevin. And it's fouled away again. Remains 1-2. And that's a ball high, 2-2. In the dirt. Full count now on Mitchell. Blasted to right, but foul. Count will remain full on Mitchell, who's now hitting 152. Still with that 1 home run. Remember, that was his first hit. This is blasted to center, but it's going to be playable there from Gonzalez, and that's the second out. Up now is Backman. While he's hitting 261, upset with me for hitting him 8th. He takes the ball outside. And hits a little comebacker back to Mahaffey, who throws to first for the out. Funny to watch the animation on that one. Mahaffey looks like he wants to take the first baseman's head off. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, and Gooden up here to face Don Demeter. 1 hit for the Phils, and there's a strike knee high to Demeter, 0-1. And a ball low, 1-1. Only a 1-0 lead, so it's tense. 2-0 as that one misses outside. 2-1, I should say. Fly ball to right field. Strawberry, though, is there, and there's the first out, 1 away. Here's Tony Gonzalez. So Knight has fallen here, 10:22 p.m. Ball low to Tony. And a strike, 1-1. Ground ball over to short, and it's a good play by Mitchell, who throws to first, 2 away. Here comes Roy Sievers. Strike in the inside corner, 0-1. And there's a pop-up over to left. Coming in hard is Wilson, and he has it for the out. We go now to the top of the 8th inning. Mets still with the lead, 1-0. It'll be Dr. K here to lead this off. And he swings and misses, 0-1. There's a ball low, 1-1 now on Gooden. That's knee high for a strike, 1-2. Tough pitch to take. There's a ball high, 2-2. That was probably a strike. It's inside, it's a full count. Gooden hits this one deep to center, but it's an airport out there, and that's Gonzalez who grabs it, 1 away. Lenny Dykstra comes up now, hitting now 350, and he takes the strike. 0 for 3 today. Hit much better in the first game of this doubleheader. There's a ball high, curveball that curves too high. And this is hit and fisted over to left field. That's going to be a base hit there for Dykstra. And he'll stop at first. So Lenny in that position he loves to be in. And he steals second. I'm not quite sure what happened. That was a fastball called for a strike. Go over here to options. We'll see if we get a replay. And this is what happened. And so Dykstra was in there easily with the stolen base. The game didn't want to show it to us. 0-1 the count now on Wilson. That's Lenny's 34th steal of the season. With with 1 out, he represents another insurance run. Wilson fouls one off to the left side. It's 0-2 on Mookie. There was a ball inside, hard pitch to take, 1-2. It's popped up, and Mookie doesn't get it done. It's going to be Taylor who comes over and makes that catch for the out, 2 away, and here comes Keith. Hernandez today has that home run. 1 for 3, takes a strike. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2 on Keith. Fouls 1 away, remains 0-2. There's a swing and a miss on that one low, and that's the 20th time he's struck out this season. So we will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Mets clinging on to a 1-0 lead. Here's Bob Oldis against Dwight Gooden. And that's the ball low, 1-0. Low again, 2-0. Gooden, 84 pitches, so he's still got some gas in the tank. Fouled away, it's 2-1 on Oldis. Ground ball to short, Mitchell on to first, 1 away. Tony Taylor up there now, 0 for 2. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And there's another strike, 0-2, a little bit high. That's low, 1-2 the count. Hit foul, remains 1-2. Swing and a miss, down he goes. So 5th strikeout for Gooden. He's struck out Taylor 3 times. 2 away, here's Frank Torrey. Pinch hitter, and he fouls 1 away, 0-1, hitting in the number 8 spot. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Let's see if Gooden can do it again. And now he hits him with that pitch. So the changeup didn't quite break right, and that's one of the few hit-by-pitches we've seen. That'll bring up another pinch hitter. Dalrymple comes up to face Gooden, and he throws a ball outside, 1-0. And another one outside, 2-0 the count. There's a curve that misses, 3-0. And now finally a strike, 3-1. Swing and a miss is a full count on Dalrymple. And there's ball 4, so Gooden has walked 2 now. I'll bring up another pinch hitter, Wes Covington, who swings and misses. So everybody's being taken out for the Phillies. There's a pop-up. Left side, I think it's going to be Mitchell. Yes, it will be Mitchell making this catch for the out. And so we go to the top of the 9th inning. And it's going to be Darryl Strawberry here leading this off for the Mets. 1-0 the Mets with the lead. And there's a change-up low to Strawberry, 1-0. And a fastball for a strike, 1-1 the count. Ball 2 is low, 2-1. Ball 3, 3-1. There's ball 4, so Strawberry walks again. That'll bring up Carter. Ball low and inside to Carter, 1-0, and here goes Darryl. 2-0 now the count, runners to light. And 2-1, so we'll give him another chance. And Strawberry's got this one stolen, his 11th steal of the season. 3-1 now the count on Carter. We'll take this one, and there's ball 4. So the stolen base doesn't really make a difference. Runners on at first and second. With nobody out, top of the 9th, and up is Ray Knight. Knight hitting .293, and he fouls 1 away. Knight so far today 0 for 3. And he bunts over to the left side. Everyone's going to be safe except Knight. That's a good play there by the third baseman, Meter, who threw over to, I think it was Taylor covering at the bag, or maybe it was Sievers. Knight surprising everybody, and that means there are runners on at second and third now, and here comes Kevin Mitchell. Kevin Mitchell 2 for 3 today, hitting .149, 4 RBIs this season, and has a chance for some more. He'll be followed by Backman. There's a ball outside, 1-0, and that's fouled to the left side. 1-1 the count on Mitchell. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2, and that's fouled away. It remains 1-2 here on Mitchell. Fastball just low, 2-2. Blasted to right center field. That's, a diving play by Gonzalez. Strawberry tags, and he goes home with the run. Not much that Knight, it's Carter on his second could do about that. But the Mets get the run, and it's a 2-0 lead, and here comes Wally Backman, and that might be an important insurance run. Backman swings and misses at the first pitch, and then takes the ball high, 1-1. Ground ball over to the right side, but it's playable for Taylor, who throws to first for the out, and we go now to the bottom of the 9th inning. Gooden has thrown 102 pitches. He has Johnny Callison at first. There's a strike for a fastball to Callison, 1-1. It's a ground ball over to second, and it's played and then booted by Backman, and so Callison will be safe at first, and that means the Phillies have something happening. Here's Don Demeter. Ground ball to third, Knight. Over to second for 1, but it's a good slide by Callison, and that will break up the double play. So 1 away. Tony Gonzalez now up there, hitting 4th. 236 is his average as he takes a strike. A good changeup by Dwight. And a curve that misses, 1-1. Ground ball, and that's over to Gooden, and he throws to first, and that's not in time. Infield hit for Gonzalez, and that'll bring up Royce Sievers. Gooden looks like he still has a little bit left in the tank. Go back into double play depth, and there's a pitch high to Sievers. And this is fisted over to right, and it's going to be caught there by Strawberry. The runner at second base, who is, let's see, Demeter, tags up and goes to third. And with 2 away, here comes Bob Oldest. Oldest today 0 for 3, hitting 074, and they're going to let him hit against Dwight Gooden. And he takes the ball outside, 1-1. Fouls 1 away, it's 1-1. Fouled over to the right side, and Hernandez couldn't get there. 1-2 the count. And boy, he looked like he went on that one, but they say he held up. 2-2. Hit over to right, but foul. 2-2 it remains. Inside, so it's a full count on Oldest. And he hits this one foul. He'll be followed by Taylor. And that's a line drive over the right field. I tell you, Oldest hitting 071 gets the base hit off of Gooden. It's a 2-1 lead now for the Mets. So what do you do in this situation? Do you leave Gooden in to pitch to Taylor? Taylor today 0 for 3. Struck out 3 times. I think we leave him in. Runners on at first and third. And that's fouled away to the right side, 0-1. There's a pitch low, 1-1. And a strike, 1-2. Gooden in control. Ground ball to third. Knight goes to first, and that does it. So the Mets sneak out a win. 2-1 the final score. An exciting game. I'm still amazed by the fact that Oldest, the catcher, who's hitting 071, gets that base hit for the RBI. 3 hits is all for the Phillies. They get 1 run, and it was that sort of throwaway run there in the bottom of the 9th. The Mets win this one 2-1, in large part thanks to getting that insurance run in the top of the 9th, which the Mets kind of scrapped away for. So the Mets sweep this doubleheader from the Phillies, and we go to Chicago next. We'll see you there tomorrow with another game as we inch our way back into the 1962 National League race. We'll talk with you then. Bye-bye.